Good morning, I'm Kayla, and for today's daily yoga practice, I'm going to lead you through a active version of Yoga Nidra. And if you don't already know, Yoga Nidra is a practice of being conscious of the body and having body awareness while being still. A lot of times in this practice, it is quite difficult for people to stay awake because you're laying down on your back with your eyes closed, bringing your attention to different aspects of the body, and then finally the body all is one while maintaining a wakeful state, and that's hard to do. So today I thought that we could practice this, but by actually using some body movement and bringing attention to different parts of the body while we stretch and strengthen those areas and practice some balancing too. So to begin, go ahead and sit up comfortably. You can find a seat with your legs crossed or come up onto the knees and sit on the heels, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Maybe grab a pillow or a blanket to put underneath your sit bones and allow this opening of the hips to happen if your hips tend to be tight or your low back is tight. So that's a good option. Once we're here, close the eyes and take a deep breath in together through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times together. Breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. This last one, make it a little bit bigger, more long, drawn out breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And push all the excess air out. Keep pushing that breath out. And return to normal breathing, just in and out of the nose. Okay, so to begin our Yoga Nidra practice, close the eyes if they aren't already, and take your hand to your heart, right over the chest. You can take maybe both hands over and bring your attention into the center of your heart. And now even to see if you can notice the heart beating in your chest. Just feeling into the actual beat of the heart. Maybe you can even feel your heart somewhat through the rib cage and your skin. And draw all of your attention, all your awareness into the heart center. So it's like you're super focused, zeroing in on only what the heart is doing. And let's activate the mind just a little bit here and give it something to focus on. So take this time to set an intention for your day, for your life. It can be as superficial, is that what I want to say? Or as deep as you want it to be, as profound, short-term or long-term. Take a moment to bring that to mind while maintaining your awareness in your heart center. Okay, blink the eyes open. And while you maintain your attention into the heart, also take your head to the side and stretch out the side of the neck. See if you can hold these two parts of the body and mind at once. So the heart and the sensation of the stretching of the neck. And allow some of your own organic, authentic movement to take place here. So maybe you want to stretch a little bit more on one side, or you want to start to roll the head around, stretching other areas of the neck. So now your attention is in two places. The different stretching sensations that you feel as you move your head around to stretch the neck, and also in your heart center. So if it helps to keep your hand there, continue to do that. If you want to challenge your awareness a little bit more, release your hand and see if you can maintain your awareness in your heart center. Okay, we're going to come back to neutral. Squeeze the shoulders up and allow the shoulder blades to drop down. Reach your right hand out to the side and then reach the left arm up as you stretch over, side body stretch. Maintain your awareness in the heart center. We're always going to hold on to that and the breath as we add these stretches. So now we're focused on, maybe you're feeling a lot of a stretch right here in the hip flexor and the side body or the rib cage. Maybe it's along the arm. See if you can just hold your awareness on all of these sensations at once, simultaneously. And even as you start to move, let's start to shift our bodies up and over to the other side. My awareness is still in my heart center, and the fact that my body's moving to the left now, and I feel the stretch along the whole right side of my torso, especially at the hip. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose together and then out through the nose. Come back up to a seated position and then bring the hands to your ribs now on either side. Drop the chin down, and then as you breathe in, feel the expansion of the ribs pushing against your hands and the contraction of the rib cage coming in on the exhale. Heart center, breath focused, and also whatever sensations you feel in the ribs on the left and the right side as you breathe in and out. Take notice of the temperature of your hands against your ribs, your torso. So now can you keep your mind's eye focused on the heart, the breath, and the ribs, and your hands against your ribs. . Let's release the hands, blink the eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms out in front and up. And on the exhale, turn towards your right thigh, your right knee, and take the hands down. Maybe take your left hand, press it against your right knee as you come into a twist here. Twist all the way up, even to the top of the head, so that the chin is over your right shoulder. Inhale, sweep the arms up and move nice and slow so that you can focus on everything that's happening in the body as you move. And twist to the left. One more breath here. And reach the arms up. Breathe in. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands come to prayer to the heart. Okay. Let's roll out the wrists a little bit here, one direction and the other. Spread the hands wide and the fingers wide. Spread the palm from the inside out. And point the fingers down. Stretch out the tops of the forearms and the wrists. Okay, let's come on to hands and knees. So now, on an inhale, tilt the tailbone, drop your belly, pull the chest through, look up, and bring your attention to your internal organs that are being stretched here. On the exhale, tuck and round for cat pose. And again, your awareness stays in the internal organs. Let's continue to move through this cat-cow as you stretch the spine. Feel into the heart, the breath, and the internal organs, all your vital organs, massaging them as you move through cat-cow. Notice how the slower you transition from one movement to the next, the more you're able to bring your close attention to different parts of the body. Okay, come to a neutral position. Spread the fingers wide, lean into the wrists just slightly, shoulders over the wrists. And then lift your right leg up, keep it bent. And send it through and underneath you, plant it up in between your hands. Awesome. Okay. A little balancing pose here. Lift the back leg, so the back knee up from the ground. And then lower it back down. Lift the chest. Come up. And then from this place, see if you can lift the back knee up with your hands up and your chest lifted. And lower it back down. Take the hands down. And then let's straighten out the front right leg. Fold over that front right leg. Bring your attention to the back of the leg, especially the space behind the knee and the hamstring. And then just for a moment, shift that awareness to the top of the leg, at the ankle and the top of the foot. Attention on the breath, the heart beating, and the top of the foot and ankle. On your inhales, notice the expansion in the ribs and also the internal organs as your abdomen, your abdominals gently contract and kind of press in against your organs. Okay, bend into that front right knee. Come back. Let's sit back into a child's pose for a couple deep breaths here. And find stillness here. So everything that we've been bringing attention to, we're adding on, we're kind of expanding our awareness by being able to hold all of these different parts of the body in mind. So right now, while you're here in child's pose, bring your attention to your breath, to your heart beating in your chest, to the rise and fall of the ribs as you breathe, to the internal organs, to the backs of the legs, especially the right one, because we just stretched it out, and the top of the foot and ankle. On your next inhale, rise up to hands and knees. Lift the left leg, and then step it through in between your hands. Come into this low lunge, and then press firmly into the top of the right foot to lift the right knee off of the ground. Hold it there, and then drop the knee down. Okay, lift the chest and take your hands to the top of your knee, your left thigh, and then see if you can lift that back right knee up just slightly from the ground. Press into the front left heel, and then slowly lower that knee down. Frame the foot and straighten out the front left leg, fold over. Bring your attention now to the stretch behind the left leg. Relax the face and jaw and tongue. And now shift your attention to the top of the leg, down at the ankle and the top of the foot. Noticing all those sensations from the stretches in that area of the body, the top of the foot and ankle. Maybe even touch that area too. Okay, let's shift our weight forward now. Bring the knee back. Take the knees wide, touch the toes, take the hips back. Come into a child's pose here just for a couple deep breaths. In through the nose together and out through the nose. Okay, let's come down all the way onto the back now. And this is where you get to practice the traditional yoga nidra. So stretch the legs out. Take the hands, the arms down by your sides. And then close the eyes when you get situated. Let the feet fall apart. Bring your attention to your breath, your heart center, your heart beating, your chest, your rib cage, the rise and fall with the breath. Now into your internal organs of the abdomen, into the hips, the pelvis, and the reproductive organs. Feel the buttocks, the legs, the back and the front, the ankles and the feet and toes. Be completely still as you spread your awareness throughout the body. Feel the arms and the hands and fingers. And lastly, the neck and throat up into the face and the head, the ears, eyes, nose, mouth, your brain. And now breathe and tune into your body as a whole, all the parts as one. Feel free to stay here in this awareness or in Shavasana for 10 to 15 minutes or longer. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you after the weekend, so have a great weekend. Namaste.